Hi VLR! This week I want to talk about group for Split 2 because, to me, there are a lot of issues with it. The first issues and the most easiest one to understand is the fact the two Ascension teams could end up in two different groups. And this is a problem because if one of them ends in the group of death, this team might get eliminated from tier 1 even if they are the best Ascension team among the two Ascension teams, while the other one will manage to go to playoff and potentially save their place in Ascension. So, there are two possibilities to solve this problem. First, add a rule that ensures that the two Ascension teams end in the same group. The second solution is to allow a team that ends last to go to Ascension. The second and third problem I want to point at is a little bit more complex and require to explain how the groups are made. First things, Split 2 groups are only based on Split 1 groups and doesn't take in account the result of the playoff, which is already a problem because you technically can have the 3 teams that go to Toronto that end in the same group in Split 2, and if DRX would have beat PaperX, this would have been the case. Anyway, so the draw is based on last group result, and how it's made is a little bit weird because the teams that end in the same place in both groups are paired together to be sure they don't play against each other. Yeah, it's a little bit weird concept. So, first together, second together, and so on and so on and so on. And Riot will draw 3 pairs to swap their group. The idea Riot have is to swap half of team, which on the paper isn't the worst idea because that means you will play against 3 new teams and there are only 3 teams maximum that you will not play this year. With another draw, there are a risk that you end up with groups that are really similar from the Split 1 and teams play against the same teams. But the problem is that they put the pair in pool. So basically the teams that will be swapped will be either the first or the second, but not both, either the third or the fourth, but not both, and either the fifth and the sixth, but not both. And that creates a weird side effect. With that system, you are sure that every team that ends second in Split 1 group and teams that end first in the opposite Split 1 group will end together in Split 2 group. And that's exactly what did happen to Sentinel and G2. The two best teams in Americas without any doubt were forced by the rule of draw to end in the same group. And even more unlucky, the fourth best team in playoff is also in their group. I like the idea of having only 3 teams that will swap, but how it's done is really bad. You can keep this criteria and still make group based on playoff. It's possible. And if you really don't want to base it on playoff, you don't have to make pool for the swap. But let's be honest, the best solution would be to come back to 2024 format with just a small change. Split 1, we do intra-group, and Split 2, we do cross-group. So a single round robin over the year and every problem are solved. Anyway, before we finish this video, let's talk about the only group that has not been drawn yet, EMEA. Based on the draw rule, I can even show you that there are only 4 possibilities of split 2 groups in EMEA, and 3 things that will not change whatever the draw will be. First, Heretics and BBL are in the same group, and in the opposite group, we will have Liquid and Fnatic. Yeah, even if one of those 2 pairs end up top 2. Second, Navi and Karmin are in the same group, and in the opposite group, we will have Foot and Vitality. And finally, Giant X and Mate are in the same group, and in the opposite group, we will have Koi and Apex. Apex was kinda lucky to lose against Giant, because Koi seems worse than Mate. So, that's all for today's video. Don't hesitate to tell me which EMEA draw would be the worst, and as usual, bye!